We were looking at what I call insensitive, and we start with a song. I will enter his gates with thanksgiving in my heart. I will enter his courts with praise. I will say, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice, for he has made me glad. He has made me glad. I am so glad. I will rejoice, for he has made me glad. He has made me glad. I am so glad. I will rejoice, for he has made me glad. We have gladness and joy, when we stay right in the center of God's will. And this actually speaks to what it is that we're considering today. Let me give a bit of context. This was the Israelites going to possess the land that God had promised them. They had overcome Jericho with all the impregnable wall that they had. The wall had crashed down divinely, and they're taking over the city. And the next port of call was a smaller city, Ai. They had sent the spies. The spies had said, this one is like a walk in the park. We don't need to send everyone. Let's just send a few soldiers and go and overrun the place. The only problem was that, God had given very specific instructions during the conquest of Jericho. They were not to touch any of the treasures of Jericho because it was accursed. But Achan did not listen. He had taken some of those treasures, buried it in his tent, and it was going to be business as usual. But they went to Ai, and they were routed, and there was a huge concern in the camp, which is really what sin does. When you are sin in your camp, God is no longer with you, and it can be very problematic. A good example that comes to mind is, Samson. Of course, God's presence was with him, and it was actually, in terms of the hair that he had, because he was a Nazarite from birth. And so when the hair had been shaven off, he woke up from sleep when he was being taunted, and he thought, I would go out and deal with this guy the way I've always done, not knowing that God had departed from him, and it was a disaster. And we don't want to do that. We want to be people that are doing God's will so that God can always fight our battles.